I want to take a little bit of time today and talk to those of you that don't have a lead source. So don't have a lead source. I'm going to talk a little bit about a handful of ways that I would go about getting my records. And I know that this isn't relevant to everyone here. Some of you all have your lead source. So let's break our lead collection down into cheap and free versus expensive and systemized, and everything in between. So I'm going to start with cheap and free leads for those of you that are still looking for a good lead source. Maybe you're still exploring the probate niche. Your freest leads are always going to be going to the courthouse, and in a few of your cases, your state or your court system has digitized all the probate records. So I'll use my market as an example. My market has digitized all the public records, including probate records. Now, in my market, I need a case number or I need a name on file. So I can't download digitally online. I can't download a list of 200 people that have applied. But if I have a last name or if I have a case number, I can put it in and I can see that case, which is wildly helpful because it's not the easiest thing for me to go and do, and sometimes my time is limited. Normally, I'll do that when I run into a lead that I'm extra interested in. But if some of you guys have a little bit more time than you do cash available, you might want to look online and see if you can get your probate records online. If you can't, march your rear end down to the county courthouse and go in and ask them where their public records are. Um, you should be doing this anyway. You should be, even if you're getting your leads from a source, you should be going to the courthouse to learn a little bit about the process because there's no better way to provide a high quality of service to clients of yours than to understand what they're going through. If you are calling probate leads, even if you're buying a list, if you're calling probate leads or you're having an appointment and someone says, "Hey, I just filled out the probate application," and you go, "What's that?" There's a problem. Hey, I have my court date next week, and you go, "What court date?" There's a problem. You should understand a little bit of the process, and one of the easiest ways is first take probate mastery, but second, go to the courthouse and tell the clerk that some of your clients have been through probate recently, and that you want to understand what their process is like for future clients, and then say, "Is there a way I could see an application?" Look at the application, then ask them, what's the next step after someone applies for probate? And the clerk is going to say, "Go to a court hearing. You're going to sit with a judge." Ask, "Is that open or is that public?" Sit in one of those if it's public. Ask them where their public records are. So if you're looking for leads for free, public records, everything that you can get from a lead provider, you can get for free. It's going to cost time, though. It might not cost money, but it will cost time. Now, those records don't normally come with a phone number. Some of your markets and applications might ask for a phone number for a PR. PR is personal representative if you're new. That's great. My market doesn't give me a phone number for the personal representative, so I have to collect my leads and then I bring my lead list back and I put it into a system like Batch leads, BATCH leads, PropStream, Skip Genie, IDI Core. There's about a million skip tracing services that are out there. So I'll load my lead list if I don't have phone numbers into one of those and I'll get phone numbers. And then I call and maybe mail. So that's your quote unquote free-ish way of doing things. It costs time though, and you've got to pay for some skip tracing. Um, there's going to be others of you guys that go the referral route. So let's say you don't want to spend the time going to the courthouse and skip tracing everyone, but you also don't want to spend money on someone to go do it for you. You could go out and build relationships with people that get these leads first. So who gets our leads first? Probate attorneys, estate sale companies, clean out crews, financial planners, funeral home directors, nursing home facilitators and directors. They get these relationships before we do. So let me tell you guys what doesn't normally happen. Someone loses a loved one. Let's say they lose a sibling and that person passes away, and they don't go to Google and say, who's the best real estate agent that handles probate in my market? They don't do that. They go look up funeral directors, estate sale companies, clean out crews, um, donation centers. They look up first is probate attorneys most often. They are looking for these service providers long before they're looking for someone that provides what we provide. Why? They don't know that our service exists. I was having a coaching conversation with someone a few days ago, and he called and had a relationships that started, and he offered what we teach is kind of a concierge service that helps with the probate process. And the guy said, you know, I wondered if there was someone out there that did what you do, but I figured no. So I didn't look for you. Um, that relationship started because he did a cold call. He did an outbound call and
Hey,
offered
are
a
you a real estate agent or an investor looking for a way to find consistent and motivated sellers? I want to invite you to take a look at the probate and estate niche with a free class that I hold every week. It's called Probate Foundations, and you can sign up for free over at www.probatemastery.com. Let's jump back to the training.
So people don't normally come looking for us, but they are going to look for other services that come up before they need to sell a house. So you could go out for free, spend a little bit of time, and build relationships with these service providers. These take longer to nurture than your typical lead takes to nurture. But once you have a great probate attorney in your corner, once you have a great estate sale company in your corner, and they like you and what you offer complements their service and they can trust you with their clients, they'll start to send you their clients. So that's an amazing way to get into the probate game for free, for free. Um, but it's going to take time to build those relationships up and establish that trust and credibility. So those are two free ways of getting probate leads and into the estate space. Now, for those of you that want to shortcut the process, go to a company that basically lead aggregates. They're gonna send researchers into the courthouse, or if they have online access, they're gonna comb the online records, the public records, and they're gonna do all that legwork that I was describing to you guys a little bit ago. They're gonna do it for you and they're gonna charge you. So some of my favorite companies to go to for those, I'm gonna start in no particular order. Actually, I'm going to go in a particular order. I'm going to go with the more affordable first. Um, so first is going to be Propelio. They're an online lead system that's geared heavily toward investors. So Propelio, they are not open in very many markets, but they do have probate leads that they've picked up from courthouses that publish their records online and don't require someone to go into the courthouse. They're good. They're unskip traced. You have to skip trace those, but they have skip tracing software with their platform. So propelio.com. Lou, if you could just drop a chat in with these sources. Second is going to be Foreclosures Daily. Foreclosures Daily sends their leads over in a spreadsheet format about once a month. They do not come with phone numbers, but they give you decedent name, personal representative name, date of the filing, address for the decedent, very, very important address for the decedent, and an address for the personal representative. You have to skip trace those yourself, but they do have a way you can do that through their system. It just costs a little bit extra. So I like them because they send leads weekly. I don't love the fact that it's only just a spreadsheet and there's not much of a system built into it, but they're affordable and they come over weekly. US probate leads is another one that I like. US probate leads. They give monthly delivery, a little bit higher price, comes with phone numbers. And then the last one that I like and the one that I typically refer to most people is going to be All the Leads. Now, full disclosure, I used to work for All the Leads. There's a ton of people here who've seen me with all the leads. I still do a panel on their Thursday call. I'm a panelist on their Thursday calls. Um, they give you monthly delivery of your leads. They give you a mail system. So we talked to Randy a little bit ago about somebody else running mail for you. They'll run your mail system for you. You can get a website that's specific to probate and estate through them. Um, they can even scrub your leads down and kick out the people that don't have real estate. So all the leads is probably the one that I refer the most, but I think it's important that you guys understand the wide array of different lead providers and ways that you can get leads through different companies or yourself. And then if I'm missing anyone, it's mainly because there are a bunch of regional probate lead providers that are out there, and I'm just kind of skipping the regional ones that don't really apply to the whole country. But those five or six different things I just mentioned will cover your entire country. If it, regardless of what market you're in, you can use one of those different sources and get leads.